do you look back at the beginning of the season when everybody's saying, how are they going to play 5 running backs? And just like, well, this is why you have that many running backs ready to go.
I should start posting on the message boards about.
Now you see. Now you see. Right?
Yeah, look at us now. No, yes and no. I mean, I knew all along that it's a physical position where you take a pounding, and you need more than 1 or 2 guys to get through the season, and guys have to have different roles and things like that. Now, did I envision that in the first 3 that we'd lose our top 3 guys halfway through the season? No, I don't think anybody anticipates that. But it's good that we've got depth there. It's good that those guys have gotten some work in games, and you're not just pulling a red shirt off a guy or something like that and throwing him out there on national TV next week. You've got guys that have, JC's been here for 3 years, Joel's been here for 3 years, counting his red shirt year. Sam has been here 2 years, but has played a lot of football. So you've got guys with experience that the moment won't be too big for them next week if there are 3 guys going into the game.
I think a lot of guys in JC's position where they've had a role that's a little bit bigger the first 2 years, then have that scaled back, would maybe not handle it as well. How has he handled that this year?
Like a true leader. He's a great kid first and foremost, and he's a true leader. He starts the first game, hasn't played as much as he would like since then, but haven't noticed a change in him at all. He comes out to practice every single day, works hard in practice every single day. He's attentive in the meeting rooms. He's a leader within that group, the running back room. He's bringing other guys along. He's mentally into the game. I mean, he's everything you want him to be with the adversity or whatever you want to call it since the first game. But I don't think he could have handled it any better than what he has.
How have you taken sort of these first couple weeks where obviously it wasn't a very big role that you had, but you were still out there quite a bit and still involved with everything?
Yeah, like I said, whether I played 10 plays, 50 plays, 1 play, just want to make sure the young guys were good. They put me in there to block around the edge. I was going hard in that, so I was just doing whatever I had to do to make sure that the team was fine and make sure the young guys were good. And now, part of my role may increase a little. Still the same mindset, just going out there and contributing.
Did you ever kind of feel lost in the shuffle with the way things went, with obviously 2 freshmen coming in here and having such big roles like that?
I wouldn't say lost in the shuffle. Those guys earned it. They did great. Before they got hurt, they was killing it. So it is what it is. With them down, I might have a heavier role, so I'm ready to take advantage.
When you first sat out in the spring and they said, no, you'll be fine at the end of spring, are you thinking that everything will be good by the start of the season at that point?
Yeah. When it first came about, I was placing like a boot for 4 weeks. And I'm thinking, it's gonna get better in the spring. But, it got worse. I had to have surgery. So it all just came into play, came into my mindset. I knew I had the mindset of just going in, even if I had the surgery, I'm going to be right for the season. And it just wasn't like that. And sometimes, life doesn't go always as planned. But I know this. Nothing but good will come out of this. Just have to look toward my future. And this is the best thing for me.
You said Coach Gray told you that he didn't think you were the same earlier in the season. I mean, did you notice that? Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Or did you have to hear it from him to truly know?
It was obvious. I didn't feel that I was the same person from last season. And Coach, he always keeps it real with us. And, I appreciate that. And, I know he has my back 100%. That was the big thing. I didn't want to waste a year, especially if I wasn't playing to my best of ability. Which, based on this injury, I haven't shown that in the 3 games that I played. Even though I did make some plays, I made some good plays. Just being at 100% is just no other feeling. And right now I know what it feels like to not play at 100%. Even last year when I had the shoulder injury last year in the Virginia game, it was something I can play through pain. I can play through stuff like that. I had slightly torn labrum, could barely move my shoulder, rehabbed the heck out of it 4 times a day for 3 weeks straight. Played the UCLA game, so I can play through pain, but this is just something that just takes time for it to heal, especially dealing with the bone.